You're watching Masters in Trading Live with Jonathan Rose.
Hey everybody, good morning. Welcome to Masters in Trading Live. This is Jonathan Rose. I get on here every day the market's open, 11 a.m. Eastern Time. Go over the market, share some thoughts. Once in a while, we'll even share our trade of the day. So, inflation, biggest inflation numbers in the last 7 months. Our eggs and milk are getting more expensive. Our eggs are already expensive because of the big shortage. Kind of surprised that the market ticks down a little bit. But since the market's been open 9:30 Eastern Time, it's been kind of strong. What is it going to take to actually knock this market down? Since we've been open, the market has only rallied. So let's go. We're going to check out the indices. We're going to talk about gold and silver. And as we like to do, we're going to talk about our unusual option activity tool, advanced notice. My guys, I'm sorry. I didn't say hello to everybody in the chat. Hello, everybody in the chat. Thank you guys so much for joining. I appreciate so much that you guys get in early and say good morning, and we get to go back and forth before we start Masters in Trading Live. So big shout out to you guys. Thank you very much for always getting here nice and early. All right, let's go to the screen. Let's see what we got. Move you guys over to the side. QQQ. QQQQQ. We're looking at a weekly. Look at this, guys. Like, it feels like the market is moving, but the market's not really moving. Not really moving. Okay, here's on a weekly. If I put it on a daily, man, it's just a lot of back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. Last week, I drew some trend lines for you. Let's draw them again. Whenever we're going to do trend lines like this, I always want to draw a few lines just to make sure that I'm not missing anything. But this is definitely kind of coiling up. So whenever you do this, you're always going to go back a bunch of different lines, a bunch of different perspectives. So that why we're not just making this look how we want it to look. But there you go. She's definitely coiling up. I thought this would be enough to get it to sell off a little bit, but still holding true. Let's wait and see when the QQQ is ready to move. Hey, Eddie, thanks for joining, buddy. Hey, Deb. All right. Let's start here. LA Ray. February 9th. Today's February 12th. This weekend, I was looking at some of our tools, and I saw that UPST got a 99 bullish rating. When we get these 99 bullish ratings, we have lots of confidence in them. Its earnings comes out Tuesday, and the stock has a 25% short position. LA Ray, UPST, found this trade using our advanced notice tool. Brian was in UPST as well. And UPST, after its earnings, 30% plus. Advanced notice, finds a wingdinger. Jerry was able to get in here as well. This is one of the big benefits of our community. I share trades, but guys, I didn't share UPST. I was caught doing something else. LA Ray noticed that it was on the top of our scanner, and he's the one who shared the idea in our Discord. And then when you have a community, you can go back and forth, and people could say, hey, that's a good idea. I think I'm going to get involved. Or that's a bad idea. I don't want to get involved. But again, the real benefit of the community is being able to share like-minded thoughts. History lesson. We've talked about this a few different times. The oldest recorded relationship is the relationship between gold versus silver. Ancient Rome was one of the earliest civilizations to set a gold to silver ratio. And this ratio was down to 8-1 quite a few years back, 210 BCE. Okay? In more modern times, in 1939, the ratio gold versus silver got all the way up to 98.1. And then in 2020, COVID, silver went straight down, gold went straight up. And the gold silver ratio traded as high as 125. Really crazy. Hey, Janet, D-Hawk, anything yet? What does that mean? Is that a question? Gold silver ratio, more time going back. This says it to 1875. This is a site, great site. I'll give them a shout out here. Visual Capitalist. That's where this image is from. Boom, boom, boom. Very, very cool site. Check it out. But here you go. 1869 gold silver ratio peaks at 1939. Gold was at $35 an ounce. President Nixon ends the gold standard, detaching the US dollar from gold. That shot up the gold to silver ratio. But right now, let me show you what it looks like. This is a site called Long-Term Trends, which actually, funny enough, this site used the data from long-term trends to make this chart. So I don't know. I thought that was kind of cool. So long-term trends, again, gold versus silver, going back 1900s. Here's 1980s, gold, and then we have silver. You see them just separating, but look at if I do one over the other, because here we're looking gold minus silver. In most charting programs, you could actually just do gold minus silver. Maybe you have to do like equal sum gold minus silver on some charting platforms, but it's really, really pretty easy to do. And back here, this was COVID. This was gold, super expensive relative to silver. Silver rallied like crazy, but that's what we're seeing right now. So as much as the main, like the newspapers, like Barron's, Wall Street Journal, everyone's talking about gold ripping higher, gold ripping higher, gold ripping higher. But gold is just historically so freaking expensive relative to silver. I just don't see how it continues staying up this high. If anything, I am bullish on silver and I am bearish on gold. That's right. I'm bearish on gold relative to how it trades against silver. Does that make sense, guys? I got you in the chat, making sure I'm not going too fast or whatever. Gold, silver, historical relationship. This is something that traders should be following. Sweet. Next topic. I want to look at our advanced notice tool and just go through there and see what we find. I'm going to keep the chat up. To give you an example, so each day, Masters in Trading, if I go under services, these are our programs that we offer. We have advanced notice, which is unusual option activity, our earnings advantage, divergence trader, short-term options. Advanced notice, if I click on, and if I go to the tool, that's what you have right in front of you. This tool updates every hour. So actually really cool, it just updated. And it just updated UPST. UPST, lots of these trades, wow. February, March, June puts. So what I don't love about this is there's so many different trades. Instead, January puts, August 30 calls. Let's take a look at those. ACHR, Archer Aviation. So what we want to do is we want to look. So first, August, these 30 calls. ACMR, sorry guys. What do we got? So August 30s here. So 1200 traded right here. ACMR 30 calls. And then there's also some puts. And the puts traded here and here. These are deep in the money. I don't care that as much about these 27s. Lyft had earnings come out. If we come back here, Senx has been super bullish. Lots of activity in March. This is a U.S. steel company. I wouldn't be surprised if these are taking off some of this open interest here, and that's why the stock is going down a little bit. So this might not be a pure trade idea. I would think this is covering, especially after CENX has made a really strong move recently. These are really, really good names to stay active. Any of these tariff names, Senx, X, different steel names. Let's go through one more. I like this actually. Geo. Geo is a name that we've been seeing a lot of unusual option activity lately. We want to look at the March 30 calls. There was also lots of unusual option activity on Geo yesterday as well. Funny enough, I was thinking about sharing a trade in Geo yesterday. I never got to it. Open interest 14,000. Now these are from yesterday. So this is yesterday's trade. These were a monster buy in Geo yesterday. And I actually, here you go. Let's look at Geo a little bit closer. Here's what Geo looks like. We are seeing unusual option activity in Geo. It's a cool trade, guys. So Geo, at the bottom of its expected move, we are seeing unusual option activity in Geo. So traders, that might be something that you want to consider. GLD is at all new time highs? Yep. Hey, Steve. So when we're talking about the gold-silver relationship, and the question was, it's clear that gold has gone up, but how do you know that it's gone up so much more relative to silver? Well, right here. Literally, it's just one minus the other. And as gold continues to go higher, gold is getting stronger relative to silver. So going back the last 20 years, the gold-silver ratio, just one minus the other, is at 100% rank, which means going back 20 years, right now, as I speak, it's the highest that it's ever been. Steve, that makes sense? Very cool trade. And two, they move, but also just realize that when it comes off, it moves so unbelievably fast. It's just whether you're involved or whether you're not involved. So just like this run up in gold has been so strong, I would think that we're going to get something similar in silver eventually. That's what I got for you guys. I get on here every day, 11 a.m. Eastern time. Get here early, say good morning. For everybody in our all access, you guys don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.